Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanuj Mayne. I am from Division F, roll number 13, and I am from Zeal POLYTECHNIC. My group members are Rahul Gajanan Pakare, Nabila Salim Patel, Aditya Gautam Muske, Ashish Anil Mane. Today I am presenting you my mini project. My mini project name is Explain Scales and Sludge Formation and its Effects. Let's get started. Sludge and scale formation in boiler. In a boiler, water is continuously evaporated to form steam. This increases the concentration of dissolved salt. Finally, a stage reached when the iconic product of this salt exceeds the solubility product, and hence they are thrown out as precipitates. Precipitates form are soft, loose, and simply. These are known as sludge. While if the precipitate is hard and adhering on the inner wall, it is called as scale. Sludge. Sludge is a soft, loose, and simply precipitated form within the boiler. Sludge and sludge for by substances have greater solubilities in hot and than in a cold water. Example: MgCO3, MgC12, MgC12, MgSO4, etc. They are formed at comparatively in colder portion of the boiler and get collected at places where the flow rate is slow. They can be easily removed, scraped off with a wire brush. If sludge are formed along with scales, then former gets entered in the later and both get deposited as scales. Advantages of sludge. The system itself does not cost much to install, providing a good return on initial investment. The influent water produced is of the quality as long as the sewage is of a uniform type, volume, and the activated sludge says activated. It it does not require much room to install and operate the system within your faculty, making it a good option for application where space may be a premium. There are very few odors or pests involved, which makes hygienic, safe, and convenient operation easy. The process is relatively efficient, and there should be very little loss of pressure within the system. Disadvantage of sludge formation. Sludges are poor conductors, so they tend to waste a portion of heat generated and thus increase the efficiency of boiler. Excessive sludge formation disturbs the working of the boiler. It settles in the region of poor water circulation, such as pipe connection, plug opening, gangue glass connection, thereby causing even choking of the pipes. Prevention of sludge formation. By using soft water, by frequently blow down operation, example, partial removal of concentrated water through a tap at the bottom of boiler when extent of hardness in the boiler become alarmingly high. Scales. Scales are the deposit firmly sticking to the inner surface of the boiler. They are difficult to remove even with the help of hammer and chisel, and are the main source of boiler troubles. First, scales may be formed inside the boiler due to decomposition of calcium bicarbonate, Ca, C and CO2, 1 plus H2O plus CO2. Scale. However, scale composed chiefly of calcium carbonate is soft and is main cause of scale formation in low pressure boilers, but the high pressure boiler CaCO is soluble due to the formation of CaOH2, CaOH plus CO2T. Disadvantage of scale formation. First, wastage of fuel. Scales have a poor thermal conductivity too, so the rate of the heat transfer from boiler to inside water is greatly reduced. In order to provide a steady supply of the heat, water is excessive or overheating is done, and its causes is fuel consumption. Second, lowering of boiler safety due to scale formation. Overheating of the boiler is done in order to maintain a steady supply of steam. It makes the boiler material softer and weaker. This cause this cause distortion of boiler tube and also makes the boiler unsafe to bear the pressure of the steam, especially in high pressure boilers. A decreased efficiency, deposition of scale, the valves and considers of the boiler choke them particularly. This result in increased efficiency of the boiler. Danger of explosion. When thick scales crack due to the uneven expansion, the water comes suddenly in contact with overheated portion and large amount of steam is formed. Instantaneously, this result development of sudden high pressure which may cause explosion of the boiler. Removal of scales. Scales removed by mechanical methods 1 and 2 or by chemical method. First, if the scales are loosely adhering, it can be removed with the help of the scraper or piece of wood wire brush. Second, if the scales are brittle, it can remove by giving thermal shock. Example, heating the boiler and the suddenly cooling with the cool water. Its scale. If the scales and loosely adhering, they can also be removed by frequent blow down operation. Operation is the partial removal of hard water through a tap bottom of the boiler. When extent of hardness in the boiler become alarmingly high. Makeup water is addition of fresh softened water to boiler after blow down operation. Fourth, if the scale are adhering and hard, they can remove by dissolving them by adding chemicals. Example, CaCO3. Scales can be dissolved by using 5 to 10% HCl. Calcium sulfate scales can be removed by adding EDTA, since the Ca-EDTA complex is highly soluble in water. Thank you.
Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.